If your mind never stops racing and anxiety seems to take over your days, this video might change everything for you. Imagine what it would be like to live with more ease, without being trapped by racing thoughts or that constant feeling of restlessness. Sounds like a distant dream? I guarantee you. With the right strategies, your mind can become stronger and more resilient to stress. Anxiety affects millions of people, but the good news is that there are simple and effective techniques you can apply right now to reduce its symptoms and regain control of your mind. Today, I'm going to teach you 5 practical exercises that will help you ease anxiety and strengthen your mind over time. If you ever find yourself reliving past moments, wondering what you should have done differently, or constantly worrying about what might go wrong in the future, know that you're not alone. Anxiety traps us in these 2 extremes, past or future, and keeps us from living in the present. But there is a way out, and it starts now. Now that you understand the importance of strengthening your mind against anxiety, let's take a step back and really grasp what happens in your brain when you feel anxious. Anxiety is not your enemy. In fact, it's a natural mechanism in our body designed to protect us. It's like an internal alarm that keeps us alert to danger. The problem is that when this alarm becomes overactive, it starts going off all the time, even when there's no real danger. This happens because the brain perceives certain situations as threats, activating the stress response system. At that moment, it releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing the body to react. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense up, and your breathing becomes short and rapid. Sound familiar? That's your body getting ready to fight or flee, even when nothing is actually happening. And here's the key point. Anxiety keeps us trapped in the past or the future. When you relive painful situations or regrets, your mind is stuck in the past. When you worry about what could go wrong, it's trapped in the future. But anxiety cannot exist in the present moment. And that's exactly why the exercises we're about to learn work. They train your mind to return to the now. When you do this, your brain learns that not everything is a threat, and over time, the alarm starts to slow down. Now that we understand the problem, let's get straight to the solution. I'm going to teach you exercises that will help bring your mind to the present and reduce anxiety in your daily life. Let's dive in. Now that you understand how anxiety works and why it keeps you stuck in the past or future, it's time to put theory into practice. I'm going to teach you 5 simple and effective exercises that will help calm your mind and bring your focus back to the present. You can do these exercises anywhere, anytime you feel anxiety creeping in. First exercise, 4-7-8 breathing. This powerful breathing technique slows down your nervous system, reduces cortisol levels, and brings instant calm. How to do it? Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 to 5 times. You'll feel your body relax and your mind slow down. Second exercise, 5 senses grounding. This technique helps bring your mind to the present and stop anxious overthinking. How to do it? 5 things you can see. 4 things you can touch. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste. It forces your brain to focus on the now, stopping the anxiety spiral. Third exercise, brain dump writing. How to do it? Write down everything on your mind without filtering. Read it back and notice how it feels less overwhelming. Tear up the paper if you want, symbolizing the release of those worries. Fourth exercise, positive visualization. How to do it? Close your eyes and imagine a place where you feel completely safe and at peace. Focus on the details, colors, scents, sounds. Breathe deeply while visualizing. Fifth exercise, progressive muscle relaxation. How to do it. Clench your fists for 5 seconds, then slowly release. Do the same with your shoulders, arms, legs, and jaw. Now that you've learned these 5 techniques, let's talk about how to make them a daily habit for long-term results. Now that you've learned 5 powerful exercises to reduce anxiety, you might be wondering, how do I turn these techniques into a daily habit? After all, learning them is one thing, but actually practicing them is what makes the difference. The first thing to understand is that training your mind is like training a muscle. If you practice a little every day, your mind will naturally become stronger and more resistant to stress. But if you only try when you're in the middle of an anxiety attack, it'll be much harder. Here are 3 simple strategies to help you stay consistent. 1. Start small. Choose just one exercise and practice it for 2 minutes a day. Then, gradually increase the time as you feel comfortable. The key is consistency, not intensity. 2. Link it to a fixed time in your day. Make the exercises part of your routine by attaching them to something you already do. For example, practice 4-7-8 breathing before bed, or do the 5 senses grounding exercise in the morning while drinking your coffee. 3. Use visual reminders. Leave a sticky note on your desk, set a phone alarm, or add a reminder to your planner. Small cues help you build habits effortlessly. Over time, these techniques will become automatic, and you'll notice that anxiety will have far less power over you. Now let's recap everything we've learned and talk about the next steps. Now you know exactly what to do to reduce anxiety and strengthen your mind. We've learned that anxiety keeps us trapped in the past or future, but when we train our minds to live in the present, we regain control and bring more calm into our daily lives. Here's a quick recap of the 5 exercises you learned today. 4-7-8 breathing to slow down your nervous system. 5 senses grounding to bring your mind to the now. Brain dump writing to clear anxious thoughts from your head. Positive visualization to create a sense of safety. Progressive muscle relaxation to release physical tension from anxiety. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these exercises will you try first? Let me know in the comments. If you've used any of these techniques before, share your experience. Your comment could help someone else who's also struggling with anxiety. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to like and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Small actions like this can make a big difference. Finally, remember, anxiety does not define who you are. You have far more control over your mind than you think. The more you practice these techniques, the stronger and more resilient you'll become. Progress might feel slow at first, but every small victory counts. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Thank you so much for being here with me. Keep taking care of your mind, and I'll see you in the next video.